Howdy y'all, Sergio here, coming to talk some baseball. Really excited about spring training. Not. I could do without the 7 weeks of spring boring. I just want baseball to start. But anyways, I'm here to talk some baseball. And the topic of my discussion tonight is the Philadelphia Suckies. I'm sorry if you're a Phillies fan, and I actually don't think they really suck. I'm just not a big fan of them, and so that's why I call them the Suckies. But I come to tell you that I really, really, really don't think that the Philadelphia Suckies are going to win the World Series. Number one, when you have a name like the Philadelphia Suckies, you're going to suck, and so you're not going to win. And so, no, but really, all kidding put aside, I'm going to try to bring an argument as to why I really don't think they're going to win. I think they're going to be great. Don't get me wrong. When you have 3 out of 5 pitchers that are pretty much locked in to be Hall of Famers, I really think you're going to have a chance to compete. And I think they'll win the NL division, the NL East, but I don't really think it's going to be a runaway race like people are saying. The Marlins have gotten better. The Marlins, who are projected to be third in the NL East, have gotten Javier Vasquez. They've gotten other pieces like they traded for Omar Infante. The Braves traded for Dan Uggla. They have, I know that a Sports Illustrated cover with Freeman and Hayward came, and so I'm crossing my fingers, hope they don't get jinxed. And so I don't think they're gonna be fantastic this year, but they're growing, and the Braves have new talent, and the Nationals traded for Jason Worth. I'll talk about that in a little bit, and so I really think the NL East has gotten a whole lot better, and so. But history really shows too. You hear baseball analysts saying pitching will win championships. It helps, but I don't agree with it. I'm a Braves fan. In the '90s, the Braves had Maddox, Glavine, and Smoltz. They made it to 10 straight. They won their division 10 straight years. They had eight. 8 times those pitchers won the Cy Young Award, but I really, 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 sorry, I lost my train of thought, but they only won it once. They won the whole thing once. I was doing some research in the Baltimore Orioles in 1971. Listen to this stat. They had 420-game winners. 420-game winners. And they didn't even win it all. You have to have some offense to go along with that pitching. Jason Worth, who got traded to the Washington Nationals last year, had the highest VORP for any Philly player. And if you're wondering what VORP is, go look at Bones' blog, and he'll explain all about it in his when he was ranting about the St. Louis Cardinals. But he had the 17th highest VORP in the league, which was 53.2. Last year, the Philly with the next highest VORP was Chase Utley, and he had a 36.1, and he was 46th. The drop from 17th to 46 is huge. So I really, really don't think their offense is going to hold up. The best right-handed batter that they have is Polanco. He was pretty much injured for all of last year. Don't even get me started on Rollins. He's getting up there. He wasn't that great of an asset last year. Ruiz is a good story. He's a good upcoming catcher, and he's very good. But as far as the offense, I really don't think they're that good. And what I want to talk about next is their bullpen, because their bullpen, I'll say their offense isn't bad, but their bullpen, I think, really lost him a lot of games last year. Brad Lidge is one of the most non-reliable pitchers out there. You didn't know what you were getting with him. and he's the closer. And Contreras was probably the best reliever they had. I looked up. There is a stat that's called ARP, and it pretty much shows you the adjusted runs prevented. And so, if that pitcher was there, how many runs would have been scored if he wasn't there? And I looked this up, and the Phillies had the 43rd, 48th, and 52nd highest. Matson, Contreras, and Durbin were 43, 48th, and 52nd. That's really not that good. To put that into perspective, the Braves had two in the top 27. And granted, the Braves bullpen was pretty good last year. But, as far as the bullpen, it's really not that great. And so, you guys might think I'm wrong, but let the guys play together. I'm not rooting against them. I liked a lot of the guys. I think Holiday and Lee are really humble guys, and they have a lot going for them. But let them play before you crown them. Before you crown them champs. That offense is going to have to, I think, really get a right-handed bat. And the bullpen needs work. And so I don't think the Phillies are going to run away with it. But it's kind of hard when your name is the Philadelphia Suckies. It really is. But we'll see what happens. And Sergio here saying bye-bye. And I hope you enjoy the next blog I put up. I think I'm going to talk about the new upcoming stars of the Braves, Freeman and Hayward, and how they were seen in the Sports Illustrated cover. And so I'm still crossing my fingers, hoping that we don't get jinxed with that. But we're going to talk about some new talent that the Braves have. And hope to see you later.